Genetic engineering. It's a relatively newer term that you might not have heard of. So, what is it? The scientific definition is the direct modification of a human genome. But that probably doesn't mean anything to you. So, in simpler terms, genetic engineering is changing an organism's genes before their life begins. There are many different views on genetic engineering. A lot of people believe that you shouldn't do engineering because you'd be changing something that God has made. You would be changing the future of your son or daughter without their consent. On the other hand, some people believe that you should do genetic engineering because you can help them. If a parent is a carrier of a disease and the child is going to get that disease, then they can use genetic engineering to prevent the child from getting that disease. You might be thinking, why should I care? Well, I'll tell you why you should care. Because sometime in the near future, you may have to be dealing with this. In the future, when you're expecting a child, you could be asked to choose if you want to do genetic engineering or not. If you choose to do genetic engineering, you could choose your child's hair color, eye color, etc., etc. I personally think you shouldn't do genetic engineering. Your child should live the life that they are destined to live. You shouldn't be messing with something that you have no part in. Since the beginning of time, nobody has done genetic engineering, and mostly everybody turned out okay. There are genetic mutations that can cause diseases. Genetic mutations are when a nucleotide or letter in your DNA is switched, or one is added, or one is taken out. There are many different mutations, and some of them can cause diseases. Some mutations cause things like cystic fibrosis, or Tay-Sachs, etc., etc. But not all mutations cause diseases. Most mutations have no effect on the body at all. The ones that do have a negative effect, scientists are looking into gene therapy for. Gene therapy is when you inject a gene into a patient's cells to try and cure whatever disease they have. Right now, they're only looking into diseases that have no cures, but in the future, they could actually treat diseases that no one knows how to cure. Let your child have their own destiny. Don't choose it for them. Your parents didn't choose your destiny. Your parents didn't choose how they wanted you to look. So why would you want to choose any of that about your child? Wouldn't you love your child exactly the way they are?